And we're live. And we're live. Let me wait for people to enter the chat and then we can jump right into things. Little different format this week. I'll explain why we're doing that in just a second here, but let's wait for people to enter the live, man. Got a big episode ahead of us. Huge week in football, especially for this channel. Live streamed a couple Champions League matches. We got the Ronaldo interview to discuss, as you guys can tell from the title of this video. It's going to be big. It's going to be big. So everybody tap in. Everybody tap in. Hitting up the whole squad right now to join. Everybody tap into the live. Let me know when you do. Blow up the chat, all right? It's going to be a big episode. Big episode this week. How we all doing? How are we all doing? We are live. We are live. We are live. Everybody tap in. I'm not going to start this episode until we get some people in here. Okay? Because there's a lot to get to, and I don't want y'all to miss any of it. We are live as we speak. When I get that first message in the live, I'm going to start. Got a lot to discuss today, guys. Champions League recap. Had a really fun week with that. We were able to live react to 2 matches. The one you see on screen right now, Liverpool, Real Madrid. And then a day later, we reacted to Man City, Dortmund, which was an absolute thrashing. We're going to get to that in a second, though. The result of that match was 4-1 in favor of City. This one, 1-0 Liverpool. Big week in football. I'm just trying to buy time right now. If you can't tell. Ronaldo didn't get Botox, right? Okay. We got our first chat. I'm not even going to respond to that. We got our first chat. We can officially begin. First things first. Actually, let me send out a few more messages. I'm really trying to get people to tap in. Like, this is going to be a big episode. A big episode. We got so much to get to, guys. Oh my gosh. But you're in for a treat. So not only do you need to tap in, tell everybody you know to do the same. Tell everybody you know. Because we are officially live. We are officially live. Okay. That should do it. First things first. Just a matter of housekeeping. You guys can probably tell pretty different format for the episode today. For one, we're live. Usually we pre-record these things. And second, I'm alone. Jude is not with me. Also a different background if you can't tell. We're not in the usual setup. The reason for that, and I'll just keep it short. Oh, Salah said he's tapped all the way in. We love that. Love that for you, Salah. The reason Jude is not with us today, just had a personal matter, kind of took priority that he had to attend to. So I'm going to try to deliver you guys episode 8 all by my lonesome. Going to try my best here. And I guess, man, I feel like that does it for housekeeping. Like I said, episode 8, we got a lot to get to. And without further ado, let's just jump into it. First things first, as you can see on the screen, let's do a bit of a Champions League recap. Thank you to everybody who tapped into our live reacts. We watched Liverpool, Real Madrid together, which is the match I'm going to discuss first, and Man City, Dortmund as well, which I'll get to in just a minute here. Liverpool, Real Madrid, if you guys watched the stream, you remember, honestly, just underwhelmed by both teams. Shouldn't be too surprised given Liverpool's current league form. But Real Madrid, right? Came into this match, I think, 5 points atop La Liga and just looked completely and utterly lost. And my favorite player on that team, right? Kylian Mbappe, just disappointing. And the truth that people who know ball have been screaming forever now is that it's not that Kylian Mbappe's trash. He's a good footballer. Even last season, which was considered something of a down year, he scored like 40 goals, right? I had him top 3 in my Ballon d'Or ballot. He is not a striker. He's not a number 9. You can't link up off of him. His hold-up play is subpar. He can't run the channels. This guy needs to be on the wing. And it's crazy to me that this Real Madrid, if you just look at their attacking 3, you'd think it's the best front 3 in the world. They should be banging in goals left, right, and center. Yet they're not. Yet they're not. Look at Barcelona, who we're going to get to in a second. Conceded 3 goals to Club Brugge in the Champions League. Back in El Clasico, Real Madrid against a short-staffed Barcelona was lucky to get 2. I don't know about lucky. They had a few called back, but they could only score 2. That's a bad look. And that's been a theme with Real Madrid. This is now the second match in a row against Liverpool where they've been shut out. With, again, having, talent-wise, arguably the best front 3 in the world. The reason for that is the pieces just don't fit together. The pieces just don't fit. Salah said a legend right back returned to Anfield. And Trent. Oh. Are you referring to Carvajal as the legend? Mbappe was a winger at one point. That's right, Vic. We're having that issue again where... Let's see if we can get the chat box on the screen, boys. Sorry about that. There we go. Sorry about that. As I was saying, yeah, Mbappe is a winger. That's the problem with this Real Madrid team. Fundamentally, the pieces just don't fit together. And that's why they're underperforming. If you're a Barcelona fan, great fucking news. Such good news, right? Because if you think the league race is over now, you're out of your mind. Barcelona is very much still in it. This Real Madrid team, if you watch them against Liverpool, you can't watch that match and not draw this conclusion. They are liable to piss their lead right down the drain. No question about it. I don't even want to spend too much more time than that. Liverpool, again, didn't impress me, managed to get the goal. I should say, that stream was great up until the technical difficulties, which ended it. Don't forget, my prediction was bang on the money. I said 1-0 Liverpool. Nobody was predicting that, right? Especially with the form both teams were in. I think a lot of people expected Real Madrid to go in there and smash them. I predicted it to the scoreline, right? So for once, you guys actually do have to give me credit. That was a great take. Connor Bradley, the GOAT. Oh, my God. Salah. It's going to be a long day. All right, moving on. I don't want to take too long on this Champions League recap. I really don't, because we live reacted to the matches. Like, you guys have already heard my thoughts, but just to review. Man City. Excuse me. 4-1 Borussia Dortmund. Bro. I thought this was going to be the tough watch. I thought Liverpool-Real Madrid was going to be the fun match, right? That's the one I was really excited for. Honestly, it just left a bad taste in my mouth that we had to end the first stream because of technical difficulties, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not going out like that. I originally wasn't even going to stream the Champions League Wednesday. Just straight up, like full disclosure. I wasn't particularly excited about this match. My prediction was way off for one. I should just lead with that. I thought Dortmund were going to draw with City. I think I predicted a 1-1 on episode 7. And I thought Man City would be lucky to get a draw. Like, I thought they'd get outplayed. Just off the fact that, like, their form in Europe recently has been anything but impressive. Boy, did they prove me wrong. This was the match to watch, guys. If you wanted to see decent football, and I know we're in a dead era, right? So, like, everything's relative. If you were watching this match 10 years ago, you'd be like, what are these guys doing, right? But these days, really good match to watch. Vinny more like Minnie. He was too little for... Bro, is there a way to block chatters? No, I'm playing. What was I saying? You guys make me lose my train of thought, but honestly, you carry these, so I can't really complain. Man City, brace from Phil Foden. Erling Haaland grabbed himself a goal and was showing levels. He was showing how much he's improved as a player. Everybody thinks, so he comes in Man City first season, smashes the single season Prem goal record, and then from there, a lot of people thought he fell off, right? Oh, he's gotten worse. No, he hasn't. This guy has expanded his game so much. And if you have an eye for football, you can tell. The hold-up play, the passing, he does it all. He really does do it all. Is the technical level where it should be? Still no, right? But he's added layers to his game season after season, and it's something he doesn't get nearly enough credit for. He's making a run for that Ballon d'Or. Is he first on my list right now? No, I would still give it to Mbappe, as bad as he looked against Liverpool, right? But Erling Haaland is coming for that spot. So we got to put some respect on his name. Nonetheless, man of the match went to Phil Foden. Well-deserved. City absolutely smashed Dortmund. This was not close. I think even a 4-1 scoreline is generous. This could have been 5 or 6-0. And if City somehow can get consistent, that's a big if, right? Big if, especially as of late. This isn't the City of old, and by old I mean 2 years ago, right, when they won the Champions League. This isn't the City of 2023. They are without a doubt a worse side. I mean, Ryan Cherky's making the squad, right? So that tells you everything you need to know. Who happened to score? I was hating on him, and then he scored, kind of shut me up. But I still stand by what I said. Like, one goal doesn't change things. GA isn't everything, guys. You actually got to watch the game. A lot of people in chat just don't understand that. But as I was saying, Man City, if they keep up this form, I swear they have a chance at winning the whole thing. This Man City team gives, and I mean in the form they showed against Dortmund, they give Real Madrid lots of problems. They give Barcelona problems. And I think, call me crazy, especially with how good Bayern's looked as of late, I think they could even give teams like Bayern Munich and PSG a run for their money. I believe in that City team that I saw on Wednesday. All right, guys? And I think you should too. Moving on. Last but not least. If you guys tapped into the stream, Man City Dortmund, you'll know I didn't actually watch this match, but for the last minute or two, right? Because it lasted a little longer than Man City Dortmund. So I caught literally the 96th minute is when I started watching. I saw 2 minutes of the whole match, went back, saw the highlights. But I think, I'm not even sure you needed to watch this match genuinely, because the main takeaway, this scoreline speaks for itself. Barcelona, with all their attacking firepower, defensively, they're a mess. Conceding 3 goals to Club Brugge, and I got called a casual in chat, by the way, for saying that it's a bad look they're drawing to Club Brugge. Club Brugge is a good club. Not on the level of Barcelona. Please stop. They should be handling Club Brugge easily, and they didn't. Of course, everybody glazing Lamine Yamal because he scored 1 goal, and who remembers the last goal he scored, right? It's been so goddamn long. Yeah, obviously I'm not going to go there. Looks like he had a decent enough performance. Nothing earth-shattering. Barcelona's in shambles. And again, not only was this match a bad look for Barcelona, it was a bad look for Real Madrid, who couldn't score 3 against this Barcelona side. Remember that, okay? Vinny Jr., Mbappe, you're struggling to score. Give me a break. Give me a break. Real Madrid continues to underwhelm. I just looked at myself in the camera here. I can't believe I forgot to say this. Kid of the day. I'm going to start doing that from now on. Kid of the day. Manchester United 22-23, Ronaldo on the back. Okay? Email inbox absolutely flooded with people asking me where I get my kits. No, I've never even heard of DHgate, right? These are all authentic. I make YouTube money now. You know what I mean? Bruges is a good club, bro. They used to have guys like Noah Lang. Terrible take. So you're telling me how good they are based on guys they used to have. How do you feel about Carlos Forbes or Nicolo Tressoide? I'm literally just reading the screen right now, right? You don't watch Club Brugge, don't lie. I think that basically covers it for Champions League. Did I miss anything? Chad, before I move on to the next thing, because I think that's going to take up the bulk of our time today, did I miss anything Champions League-wise? I'm dying without water. My heart is broken and I can't pick up the pieces. Ronaldo, someone I loved so much, he broke my heart with some of the clips I've seen in the interview. Why, CR7, I love you. Oh my God, that would be such a good segue to the next segment, but I have to mention what Salah said because it's actually related to the topic at hand. The thing about Barcelona is that their style of defense, when it works, is genius, but when it doesn't work, is atrocious. It's really hard to do it perfect. It's an offsides trap. Yeah, here's the thing, Salah. It's genius in the same way that when a guy goes and plays blackjack at the casino and wins big, he looks like a genius, but every other day when he's just coughing up money to Vegas, he looks like a scrub. You know what I mean? It's just a gamble. Yeah, when the gamble pays off, you look smart. But if you actually zoom out and look at things objectively, you realize, oh, you're dumb for gambling in the first place. Why not just play it safe? Right? So I can't give them too much credit for that. And this is coming from a guy who really rates Hansi Flick, by the way. I think as a tactician, he's great. But even more so than a tactician, where Hansi Flick really thrives is, chat, think about it. Marcus Rashford looks absolutely finished. Manchester United bounces to Villa, still doesn't look like his old self. The second he arrives in Barcelona, rejuvenated, right? Career revival. How many people has Hansi Flick done that with? Robert Lewandowski, we thought his legs are gone, age has caught up to him. 35, 36 years old, we thought he was finished. What happened last season? Banged in God knows how many goals. Hansi Flick, I don't know what it is, right? I wish I was privy. I'm not attending these training sessions. I don't know what film study looks like. But he knows how to get the best out of these guys. That's where he really thrives as a manager. It's beyond tactics. Really beyond tactics. Okay, guys, I've been stalling because I'm really not looking forward to this. I'm really not looking forward to the next segment. But I think we got to get into it. We got to get into this. Yep. You see his face. You recognize the guy. Do you condemn Hamas? You recognize the guy. Guys, I know you're not going to believe me, right? I said earlier, kid of the day, Ronaldo. How many Ronaldo kits have I worn on this show? You're not going to, I'm a super fan. You're not going to believe me. On my mother's life, I haven't watched this. On my mother's, I've been too scared. I've seen quotes in like print media, right? Articles and stuff like that. I haven't watched 1 second of the actual interview. The whole thing is 2 hours, right? We're not going to be able to watch all of it today. But luckily they have timestamps in the description. So I'm just going to go to the parts that I think I'll have the most to say about and react to them here with you live on YouTube. Okay? Does that sound good? Chat, let me know what you think of that plan. Okay? I'm so nervous, right? The only reason I'm asking you right, I don't care what you think. I'm just stalling. Because this is going to be a tough watch. I just know it's going to, from everything I've heard, right? From people who've actually watched this thing, I know it's going to be a tough watch. Okay, I can't wait. Okay, we just got to rip the Band-Aid off, guys. Uh-oh. Give me 1 sec. Okay. Here we go. Where should we start, though? Where should we start? Like I said, there are timestamps in the description. Death of Diego Jota. Rest in peace, Diego Jota. Wayne Rooney says Messi is better. Guys, I think that's a good place to start. All right? And let me know in the chat if the sound doesn't come through clearly. All right? It should. But let me know if it doesn't. Okay. Let's run it.
That he doesn't hate you.
Let's run it. Okay. Volume up, man. Volume up. Volume up. Hold on. Hold on. Give me 1 second, guys. All right. Let's run it.
People have said that he did. He loves you. He called you a genius. He said you're much closer than people realise. But he still said Messi's better.
It's referring to Wayne Rooney. So Wayne Rooney called Ronaldo a genius, said he's much better than people realize. But Wayne Rooney's sticking to his guns. He's always said that Messi is better, and he's still saying it. Chat, what are you saying? I can hear the audio. It's good. Thank you, Cartier. All right, let's keep going, guys. Let's keep going. Nothing to react to yet. Just wanted to give you the context.
No problem. No problem.
That's a very diplomatic answer, Cristiano.
No, but it's serious. I'm not mad with that. For me, it's okay. You can choose whatever you want.
Do you get on well with Wayne? Do you have a friendship with him or not really?
When we used to play, we had a good relationship. Not friends, like that kind of friends that the relationship that I have with these guys. They coming 1 time per week or 2 to have a dinner with me or lunch.
He said that before about Messi as well. He said they have a good relationship, but they're not friends. And the example he always gives is, well, I wouldn't have him over for dinner, right? I wouldn't have Wayne Rooney over for dinner, too. Have you seen him these days? He'll eat everything. All right, let's keep going.
But we have a good relationship. In the football, I don't have friends that they come in my house for a lunch or a dinner. When I mean friends, I have good relationship, but friends for me, it's a different word. For me. But relationship was good, like Ferdinand was a friend, yes.
All right, is this all he's going to say, guys? Oh, no. Okay. Guys, forget Wayne Rooney for a second. Let's click on this one.
The ultimate answer to any criticism, aren't they? I mean, if you're a striker, if you just keep scoring at the rate you score, and like I said, they can look at the Saudi league and say it's not as good.
Excuses.
But it actually,
No.
look at Portugal.
No. Is he going to say Saudi's better than Ligue 1 again? Oh, God. All right, I'm sorry. Guys, let's keep going.
It's what I say. Look at your record for Portugal. Recently, it's been off the charts.
Excuses.
Yeah.
Excuses. It's the most simple way.
Just to give Ronaldo and Piers credit, his record for Portugal as of late has been insane. To be 40 years old and bagging 8 goals in 9 games in the Nations League final, including scoring in that final to tie and send it to penalties where Portugal eventually won. Insane. I need to get the glazing in now because I know he's going to say stuff I can't defend. I just know it. I know it.
For everything. Excuses. Year by year, I scored more. Even in a bad year, I scored 25 goals. If I play in Premier League now, in the top team, I will score the same.
Chat, correct me if I'm wrong. Did he just say he would score as many goals in the Prem as he's scoring in Saudi? Let me know. Look, you guys should be aware by now, I'm very much a revisionist historian about Ronaldo's second stint at Manchester United, right? People always forget his first season back, right? On paper, he only scored 18 goals in 30 matches, but he only played 30 matches. And if he had played the 8 he was supposed to play, right? The league season's 38 games long. At the rate he was going, he would have won the Golden Boot. He would have literally won the Golden Boot at 37, 38 years old, however old he was, right? I think 36, 37, something like that. Insane. But to basically imply that it's just as easy to score in the Prem as it is to score in Saudi Arabia, it just, I don't know. It just feels like a guy who can't admit his best is behind him. All right, let's keep going. This is just the beginning. I know it's going to get way worse.
Last season you play, last full season.
Easy. If you have a good team with 14 years old, I will score the same.
Your last season in the Premier League, full season, you got 18 Premier League goals. I think one.
Ball knowledge. I told you I've never watched this. I just knew that off the top of my head. Let's go.
Below Harry Kane, or the same as Harry Kane, and 6 Champions League goals. Well, any team would take a strike.
I don't need to speak because they can say whatever they want, but the numbers they don't like. They can say Saudi League. They never been here. They never play here. They don't know what to run with 40 degrees. They don't know.
Oh my God. So the reason the Saudi League is just as hard as the Prem, right? The best league in the world, is that it gets hot sometimes. In fairness, all the time, right? It's Saudi. You're in the fucking desert. But yo, how about the fact you get to play against Al Hazam and players you've never heard of most of the time? Like, here's the thing. Is Saudi a top 10 league in the world? Absolutely. I don't know how you can even argue that with all the European talent that's just flooded into that league, right? It's top 10, no question. MLS doesn't come close. At the same time, when the critics say it's extremely top-heavy, they're not wrong. It's what? I mean, if we're being realistic, 3, 4, 5, 6 teams, something like that. I don't know. Clearly, I'm not watching the Saudi League week in and week out, right? But every other team is just full to the brim of fucking no-names. All right? So that's most of the matches he's playing. I don't want to hear about how hot it is, especially when you went for the money. Ronaldo, I love you, but you're making it so hard. Chat, yes or no, Messi fans have it easier. They do have it easier. Tell me our guy isn't kind of hard to defend. I swear he's hard to defend sometimes. Well, we stand nonetheless. Let's keep going, guys. Let's keep going. There's a lot to get to here. There's really a lot to get to, all right?
I still continue, and I repeat, the Saudi League is much better than Portuguese League, of course. French League is only PSG. Premier League is good, of course, is the number 1.
At least he admits that. And
they should count like the goals to be the top scorer, the golden ball. Why they don't count Saudi League?
Why they don't count the Saudi League when they're calculating the golden ball? Maybe because you get to play against Al Hazam and guys who are part-time imams. Maybe that's why. Maybe because you're not playing against top competition. That is insane. Does he actually think he should be in the running for golden ball after he left Europe? Here's the thing, man. You made your bed. You went there for the money. He's making what? Like over $200 million a year just salary? Forget all the endorsement deals he has. Like the guy, he's got more money than God. No offense to any religious viewers, right? He made his choice. But there is a sacrifice. The sacrifice is you don't get to play in one of the best leagues in the world. You don't get to say that about yourself, that I'm a member of the top 5, because you're not. You're not. And if we're being honest, where does the Saudi League rank in the world? I said it's top 10. It's not better than the Portuguese League. That's probably like 6th, right? It's not better than even the Dutch League, I would say. Top 10 and like it's 8, 9, or 10. It's in that range, okay? The other thing you forfeited when you decided to go to Saudi and take the money was being in the running for things like the Ballon d'Or or the Golden Boot. You don't get that. You sold your soul, man. You sold your soul to MBS. Let's keep going. Guys, I know it sounds like I'm a Ronaldo hater right now. Whenever I say anything negative about the guy, those are the comments I get on social media every single time. You don't actually like Ronaldo. You're not a real fan. I've been here since day one. You guys don't even realize. I wish I could show you my full kit collection right now. I have a CR9. I didn't misspeak. CR9 kit from his very first season at Real Madrid. I've been here from time, boys. I'm the OG Ronaldo fan. Speed's got nothing on me, right? But I have to be honest. And the worst thing Ronaldo's ever done was go to Saudi, right? Not just because he took one of the two greatest players of all time from Europe. Like, we should be watching this guy in the Champions League still, right? Not only did he do that, he created this pipeline. And because of Ronaldo, now it's just like a steady trickle of talent being siphoned out of Europe and into the Arabian desert. What a horrible legacy to leave. What a horrible legacy. I mean, Cartier said, if I got paid $200 million, I would leave too. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe. But I have a right to feel how I want about that decision. You know what I mean? Let's keep going.
Why? You see, look how many players, top players we have in the league. Check. Ask the other players if the league is good. Don't ask to me, because it's easy to ask me, because I'm always saying the same time. Cristiano say that because he play in Saudi. No.
Ask the players in that league whether the league is good, because they don't have a motivation to lie and pretend their league is better than it is, right? Good point. I know I seem like a hater right now, guys. Stuff like this has me fuming, though. Why? Because I want to love Ronaldo. I've loved him since the time I was a little kid, right? But comments like these, and I know we're only scratching the surface. Like, it's going to get way worse. I'm fully aware, right? But it's like, stuff like this makes it so hard to be a fan, and that's what's frustrating. That's what drives me crazy. I don't know why it keeps doing that. I'm sorry. All right. I think we got to push on, though. We got to push on here, guys, because we got a lot to get to.
Listen, I play everywhere. Everywhere. For me, it's more easy to score in Spain than score in Saudi.
By the way, do you accept that?
That take about 20 goals made me realize I give too much credit to CR7. I tried to take that Al Hilal win against Madrid in the Club World Cup as proof that he could be right, but I used my second brain cell and realized the most Saudi league are half-star in FIFA. Yeah, most of the Saudi league teams are half-star in FIFA. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Not that, like, FIFA should be your source of ball knowledge, right? It's just a video game. Like, make up your own mind, watch the game, stuff like that. Maybe don't watch those bottom-tier teams in Saudi league, because that would be painful, right? Yeah, at the top, it's not bad. And that's why I'm comfortable saying that the Saudi league clears the MLS, right? Because we've seen those teams go toe-to-toe. Inter Miami, right? It's the most, I don't know if they're the best. I don't watch the MLS. I don't know where they are in the table right now. But they're definitely the most stacked team in the MLS. And when they played like an Al Nassr without really any of their stars, Ronaldo didn't play that match, Sadio Mane didn't play that match, etc., they still won 6-0, right? Like, clearly there are levels. But to compare the Saudi league to the top 5, I mean, when he's saying that Saudi is better than France, he's saying the Saudi league is like the 5th best league in the world, if not a bit higher, right? We haven't heard how he feels about Saudi relative to the Bundesliga or Serie A or La Liga, right? Maybe he'll get to that later in this interview. I'm not going to go to the mat for these insane comments.
You're only here because of me in that interview.
Probably.
So, given you're now a billionaire, you made probably half of it here.
I wasn't.
Where's my cut? Where's my commission?
Chat, yes or no? I kind of get why Piers Morgan is as nice as he is to Ronaldo during these interviews. Like, they're friendly, bordering on... I say bordering on glazing. He's fucking glazing the guy, right? Maybe he's just doing that to maintain access. Does it rub you the wrong way at all? Do you think as, like... I want to put this in quotes, right? Because who would call Piers Morgan a journalist unironically? But as, like, I think formally speaking, he is a journalist, right? As a journalist, do you think he should at least, like, maintain an appearance of objectivity? Like, is it kind of... Does it kill his credibility the way he interviews Ronaldo? That's what I'm asking. Let me know. Because part of me, it's like it's just two friends hanging out. Well, like, Piers Morgan, you're supposed to be a journalist. Supposed to be, right? Emphasis on supposed to be. All right, I think, here, let's move to a different part. Let's move to a different part of this interview. All right. Oh, my God.
The ultimate answer to any
All right, let's hear this.
criticism, aren't they? I mean, if you're a striker, if you just keep scoring at the rate you score, and like I said, they can look at the Saudi league and say it's not as good.
Excuses.
But actually, look at Portugal. That's what I say. Look at your record for Portugal.
Oh, we already did this. Hold on.
Where's my commission?
Yeah.
You're on the verge of what would be a truly, even by your standards, incredible achievement, 1,000 goals. No one's ever come close to this. Is there a scenario in your head, given the timing, that you might score your 1,000th goal at the World Cup next year?
That would be pretty insane, I'm not going to lie. The scenes of Ronaldo scoring his 1,000th goal at the World Cup, I'm here for it.
And is that something that quietly in the back of your mind you would think?
No, I'm not. I don't think about that. And maybe I was surprised with my answer. If you ask me, Cristiano, is it a dream to win the World Cup? No, it's not a dream.
Really?
Yes. To win the World Cup, none will change my name in history of football.
Why not play the whole thing? It'd take too long. Guys, I know I already kind of responded to this in a short, but let me reiterate. The World Cup is 1,000% Ronaldo's dream. He's lying. He's coping hard, right? And there's a view in the psychological community, right? If you read some literature, even if you read like a fucking self-help book, right? Like you don't have to go to academic journals or anything like that. That sometimes the more you want something, the more elusive it is, right? The harder it is to attain. Maybe Ronaldo's trying to convince himself that he doesn't really want to be a World Cup champion that bad because he thinks that might make it easier to become one. Maybe that's the case, right? Regardless, what he's saying now is pure, distilled, unadulterated cope. Ronaldo wants nothing more in his footballing career than to win the World Cup, right? Especially after he saw Messi win it. And then what happened next? Everybody said, well, Messi, you've completed football now. Clearly, you're the GOAT. If Ronaldo wins a World Cup, he's completed football too, right? That's the final infinity stone. He wants it more than anything, career-wise, I mean, right? I don't know what his aspirations are in his personal life. Maybe he wants to have another meeting with Jordan Peterson more than the World Cup. Who knows, right? He wants this World Cup. That's why he's trying for a 6th time. This is going to be his 6th World Cup, guys. By the time it rolls around, he'll be 41 years old. He keeps trying and keeps trying and keeps trying. If it wasn't his dream, he would have given up a long time ago, right? Him and Wayne Rooney are the same age. Wayne Rooney's a fat lard playing golf and going to the pub all day, right? This guy's playing in his 6th World Cup. You telling me he doesn't want to win it? And what's he playing in it for? It's his dream. 100% it's his dream. And it'll mean so much more because it'll be Portugal's first World Cup ever, right? You don't think he wants to be the man to deliver that to them? Cope. Pure cope.
I'm not gonna lie. One thing that I'm sure, that I'm enjoy the moment. And I learn by the time that the moment is the most important thing that we have. We are not qualified already. Enjoy the moment. The moment is good. I played 3 days ago in Hungary in Sporting Stadium. Maybe it was my last game in that stadium. You never know. And I'm enjoying there. My mommy was there, my family was there, and it was good. And people say, Cristiano will be the greatest if they win the World Cup. I'm not agree. I win 3 titles for Portugal. The story of Portugal.
Yeah, but your 3 titles were a Euros and 2 Nations Leagues. So yeah, obviously the Euros is a huge deal, but don't pretend to me like the Nations League is on par with the World Cup. Don't play that game. It's a glorified friendlies tournament, is what people were saying until recently, yeah? Until Lamine Yamal, of course, had a chance of winning. Then it was a big deal. Then that would have cemented his Ballon d'Or case, right? And then once Ronaldo wins, once Lamine loses in the final, then it's not a big deal anymore. But the truth is it never was. It never was a big deal. Certainly not on the level of the World Cup. I mean, that's the thing, guys. How much crap have I gotten online by people saying me and Ronaldo fans like me we're creating our own happiness. That's the phrase you always hear, right? Which is just a long way of saying you guys are coping hard. These interviews are just hard cope. I swear, chat, yes or no, Ronaldo would be way more likable if he said, I want this World Cup more than anything. It's the one thing I have left to achieve, and it's the biggest one of all. Would that not make him more likable? Why can't he just say that? That's certainly how he feels. I know you're going to claim I'm playing mind reader, right? I would put a lot of money down that in his heart of hearts, he wants this World Cup damn near as much as he wants to breathe. If he just admitted that, what's the harm in it? It doesn't make you look weak. On the contrary, makes you look ambitious and determined. You keep trying, keep trying. 6th World Cup he's playing in, right? People like perseverance, right? They root for somebody who, after they get knocked down, dusts themselves off, I can barely speak today, and goes again. That makes you likable, not the opposite. I see what he's saying, though. It's easier to win with Portugal than Argentina. I don't know exactly what you're referring to. If you're referring to the part where he basically implied that he doesn't need a World Cup to be the GOAT, then yeah, fair enough. I agree. You don't need to win a World Cup. Like, imagine one of the most talented players of all time, but he just happened to be from like a small country. He's from Cape Verde. Yeah, he's never going to win a World Cup, right? That shouldn't automatically disqualify his GOAT case because of an accident of birth. Like, he wasn't lucky enough to be born Brazilian. You know what I mean? So I agree with that. The part I'm arguing with is the idea that he doesn't want it it's no big deal. Win the World Cup. Don't win the World Cup. Who cares? He cares. That's who. He cares.
I believe you are the greatest footballer to ever play the game.
Thank you.
You also know there's a raging debate, right, whether Messi is... I say Messi's not even the best Argentinian. Maradona was better than him.
Are you serious? Piers Morgan, again, call me a mind reader. I don't care. Piers Morgan doesn't believe that. Nobody in 2025 believes that Diego Maradona is a better player than Lionel Messi. Rest in peace, Diego Armando, right? Great guy, amazing player, rest in peace. He doesn't hold a candle to Leo Messi. Nobody believes this. It's pure cope from Ronaldo fans. There's a reason you only hear it from Ronaldo fans, because they're trying to discredit the one guy in history who has a case for being better than Cristiano, right? Lionel Messi. Nobody believes Diego Maradona is better than Messi. Piers is only saying that to tear him down. And this is why he gets crap, right? Because it's one thing to just be a Ronaldo fan. It's another thing to be a homer and completely unobjective. He does not believe that. And he's had the luxury of seeing both guys. He does not believe that, right? There are levels to this. My gosh. Stuff like that gets under my skin.
How many World Cups win Argentina before Messi? How many? I don't know. 2 times?
Yeah, maybe 2, I think.
Yeah, but it's normal. These countries, they are used to win big competitions. Brazil, if they win the World Cup, they will surprise the world. No. If the Portugal win the World Cup, which is possible, they will shock the world. Yes. But in my mind, I don't think in that way. Of course, you want to...
Okay, that's true. It is more impressive to win the World Cup with... Portugal's not exactly bad, right? They have heritage, even if they've never won the World Cup. Most countries have never won the World Cup, right? Croatia's been to a final. They've never won the World Cup. They've had plenty of legends over the years. The Davor Sukers, the Luka Modric's. I don't know if Mario Mandzukic is necessarily a legend, but they've had talent, right? Of course, it's more impressive to win the World Cup with a team like that than a traditional powerhouse, be it Brazil, Germany, Argentina, France, right? But what Messi did with Argentina was impressive. To go in there at 35 years old, your last ride, and score 7 goals in 8 matches, including a brace in the final. You just got to give him his flowers there. Not everything hinges on whether you did it with a powerhouse or not. And if you did it with a powerhouse, then it's just not impressive. No, the particulars actually matter here. He won best player of the tournament. I know there were a lot of penalties. Some of those were questionable calls. I get all of that. But you can't say he didn't play well. It was an impressive showing for him. I'm not in the business of discrediting people who carry their countries to a World Cup. Right?
Yeah, when you compete, you want to win. I'm honest. For me, I'm not going to change the way I see the things and the way I see the football.
Do you believe you've earned the right?
Yeah, it was impressive to win a rigged cup and 5 penalties. There were a lot of questionable calls that World Cup, without a doubt. And they all seemed to go Argentina's way. I get all of that. I really do. And he didn't have 5 penalties. I mean, he took 5 penalties that World Cup. He scored 4. So he had 3 from open play, 4 from penalties. The guy did play well. And you still do have to score the penalties, which he did. And by the way, what was a big knock? I'm a Ronaldo guy. Like, that's the thing. It's almost like a cult. And I'm not saying this isn't true of Messi fans as well. But, like, the Ronaldo fandom is a bit of a cult. Because if I ever compliment Messi, or God forbid, say anything that isn't 100% positive about Ronaldo, my loyalty is questioned. To the point where I have a cop in my head, where if I ever say anything good about Messi, I think, oh, I'm not really Ronaldo. Like, I have to preface and say, I'm a Ronaldo fan. No, I'm just going to say something nice about Messi. He played well. He played well. You can't take that away from him. And he got a lot of favorable calls, was able to take 5 penalties in 7 games, which is kind of insane, right? But you got to score them. And it's not a given that you will. He scored 4 out of 5, right? The one he missed was against Poland. And what was a big knock on Messi throughout his career? That he's not a good penalty taker. He became one. With that new stutter run-up, he genuinely became, and this is just a testament to his talent, right, and his ability as a footballer, his raw ability. He became one of the best penalty takers in the world with that run-up. And you know what's the interesting thing? Nobody else caught this. The one penalty he missed that World Cup was against Poland in the group stage. And it was the one penalty he took with his old run-up, funnily enough. Just sort of interesting. Let's continue.
Be considered the greatest of all time.
Of course.
Wait, let's go back.
One of the best way I see the things and the way I see the football.
Do you believe you've earned the right to be considered the greatest of all time?
Of course. Oh, one of the best for many of people, yes.
But number 1.
Please, but I don't care about that anymore, serious.
Really?
I say so many things, I say so many interviews where I think, if I say something now, the people not gonna surprise. This story speaks for itself. They have opinions, some people like more blonde, some people like more dark. It's okay, no problem for me. But
was that a racial comment? That's fine. First, Piers asked Ronaldo, do you think you're the best player of all time? He said, yeah, and then he kind of backed off and said, I don't really care. First part of that, saying, yes, you are the best player in the world. If you're in the conversation, I would expect you to back yourself. That's completely fine. Nothing wrong there. And if he genuinely doesn't care about whether he's the best, but is just sort of honored and pleased to be in the conversation, that's cool. That's cool. I don't have an issue with anything you said there. Messi fans like you call... Messi fans like you. See, this is what I mean. Messi fans like you call Ronaldo Pendu, but the dwarf is a penalty merchant too. But the thing, like, number one, I actually don't call Ronaldo Pendu. Outside of the stream, I guess, where you're forcing me to repeat what you said, I wouldn't be caught dead saying something so stupid, right? Yeah. I don't. When you say penalty merchant, he gets a lot of them, and these days he actually makes them, right? So I guess he's a penalty merchant in that sense. But what's the alternative? Missing them? Skying your penalties every time, right? That's not better. Okay. Let's go to this. Here's the part where he's going to rip my heart out. You guys ready?
What did you mean by that?
if the world is in peace...
Hold on.
He's European.
Honestly, really shabby job by Piers Morgan, right? Like these timestamps, they're always late. I got to go back a few seconds.
To be what I am right now.
Just President Trump,
Yeah.
friend of mine, was given a
Friend of mine?
CR7 shirt by the Portuguese European Council President Antonio Costa in June at the G7 summit. And you wrote on it, to President Donald J. Trump, playing for peace. What did you mean by that?
If the world is in peace, it's our goal. He's one of the guys that can change or help to change the world. And this is...
Theoretically. See, here's the thing. I don't expect Ronaldo to be some political scholar. So for him to send a signed jersey to the U.S. president, who in theory, right, does have power to maybe create more peace in the world, he's trying to convince the guy to sort of move in that direction. Okay, fair enough. I guess it's innocent. It's innocent, relatively speaking.
It's my main goal. He's one of the most important guys, of course, is U.S. president. If we can help each other to make this happen. Because I swear, Piers, I can't watch TV because of.
It's been awful.
I don't watch. I swear, I can't. Sometimes I'm start to see the news I can't. I can't. And one.
This is where I'm gonna make a lot of enemies, right? This whole ostrich approach, where the news is icky, I'm gonna bury my head in the sand. It just kind of feels like you're neglecting your duty as a citizen to be informed and care about the world. You know what I mean? Right? You escape the suffering that's going on around you just to make it that much easier to retreat into your cushy life. And for Ronaldo, who has a cushier life than him, right? I mean, this guy makes $200 million a year. And when he's not, banging in goals on the pitch, he's probably in an infinity pool in Riyadh somewhere. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know. It's always kind of struck me as callous.
Of the guys, this is one of the guys that I want to meet. I wish one day, if you have an opportunity,
I can make that happen.
make that happen, or tell him that one of the guys that I want to sit to have a nice talk was one of the guys.
Donald Trump.
Donald Trump. Here, US, wherever he wants. I know he was here in Saudi with our boss, MBS.
Our boss, MBS. What did I call him earlier in the stream, chat? I don't even remember. I said something like MBS owns him, and he just admits it there.
Wish one day to meet him, to sit with him, because he's really he's one of the person that I
He's speaking about Trump now. One of the people that
really like him, because I think
let's hear that again. So this is him speaking about Donald Trump, right?
Wherever he wants. I know he was here in Saudi with our boss, MBS. I wish one day to meet him, to sit with him, because he's really he's one of the person that I really like him, because I think.
This just in, chat. Ronaldo is a Trump fan. Ronaldo is MAGA. Rip my heart out, throw it on the ground, and smash it into a million pieces. Guys, what I said earlier, I mean. We are loyal to Ronaldo. We love this man, but he does not make it easy for us. The one time he's politically outspoken. No, I'm not going to keep it playing. I have things to say. The one time he's politically outspoken, it's in support of the fascist in chief who's running not just the U.S., but the world into the ground, right? And I know apparently Ronaldo, and I say apparently because sometimes it's hard to verify whether these stories are even true, but I know apparently Ronaldo has, a philanthropic streak. I'll put it that way. There were reports that he sold one of his Ballon d'Ors, and it's kind of conflicting. Some people say he sent the money to, I think, the Make-A-Wish Foundation or something like that, which is a worthy cause, no doubt. And then other sources said he sent it to Gaza. Great in either case, right? But when it comes to taking a political stance, correct me if I'm wrong, this is the closest, I say closest, I mean, this is a political stance. He said he likes Trump. This is the closest he's ever gotten to doing that. And it's in support of one of the worst people walking the face of the earth right now. And guys, I said earlier that Messi is easier to support. He's an easier guy to back. I swear I mean that. Let's show, and Messi, again, he's not outspoken politically whatsoever. Let's look at but he has on occasion, right, kind of given hints as to where he stands. Let's look at all of it. The good, the bad, the ugly. Starting with the bad and the ugly, all right? Here's Messi. Not great. Not great. And we can just leave it at that. But here's another thing. And let me know if Ronaldo has ever made a statement this powerful. Here's Messi in a rare political interview. We must fight. This was during the COVID pandemic. We must fight to correct inequality, says Messi. Inequality is one of our society's biggest problems, and we must fight to correct that as soon as possible. All the fundamental services must be preserved for those who need them most. In situations like this pandemic, water, electricity, and even basic foods. So Messi is basically saying he's a socialist, right? He's got a real humanitarian streak. In a message to those working in soup kitchens, ensuring the poverty-stricken remain fed during the pandemic, Messi said, "It gives me immense pride to see how they get involved, even in such complicated times as we are living." Guys, it's not the first time Messi has been blah, blah, blah. In 2011, he gave its first edition an interview in which he revealed, "I love to see T-shirts or flags with Che Guevara, Diego Maradona in Argentina, anywhere in the world. It gives me a beautiful feeling." Messi is a lefty, right? And though he's not the most outspoken guy, he has made that clear. He's dropped a trail of breadcrumbs, okay? Leading to this inescapable conclusion. The guy is a progressive. Find me that trail of breadcrumbs for Ronaldo. You can't. I continue. Palestinians thank Argentina and Leo Messi for canceling friendly with Israel. Ronaldo plays against Israel. I can't tell you the last time Portugal canceled a friendly against Israel, and they happen because Israel plays in Europe, right? Guys, I can't do this anymore. Give me one sec. Give me one sec. I can't do this anymore. I swear I can't do this anymore. Like, I try so hard to support this guy. Genuinely. Like, who's been a more loyal soldier for Ronaldo than me? I've been in this guy's corner forever. I can't. I just can't do it anymore. I can't. I can't do it anymore, chat. Chat, I can't do it anymore. See that? See that? See that? I can't do it anymore. I can't do it anymore, guys. I can't. When I say I can't do it anymore, I'm serious. I'm serious. I'm done. I'm done. Should we even continue?
He can make things happen, and I like people like that. And
I say whatever you think of Trump, and people have very strong, they do about you as well. But I think that he believes in peace, not war.
Lies. I'm done. I'm done with this. Let's move on to the next thing, guys. I can't watch this interview. You saw what I did. Messi kit. I keep clicking on the wrong thing because my picture's reversed. Messi kit, guys. I'm done. I swear I'm done. And that's why. You got a teaser, right? The thumbnail says the last straw. That's why. This interview was the last straw. We all knew you were a Messi fanboy. I'm out of the closet now. I am a Messi fan. Piers is unreal. He's absolutely unreal. Okay. That's all I could handle for that interview. Seriously. I got my Messi kit on now. That's all I could handle. I miss Walter Cronkite. Yeah, rest in peace, Walter, man. Muhammad Ali. That's how he used to sound, right? Rest in peace, Walter. Okay. Next thing we got coming up. We hit Champions League. We hit that, oh my gosh, painful Ronaldo interview. Third, we got some fan takes, boys. We got some takes from fans, hot takes from fans. Starting off, we got a video message, all right? Here's our first fan take, okay? So like with the interview, I'm going to let it run. And, man, this better not be too rough, okay? Because I can't take much more. Let's go.
Hey guys, got a good one for you. If you were to show someone who doesn't know a ton about football, doesn't even really know who the best players of all time are, and you were to take them and show them a bunch of different footballers' best top 3 goals of all time, who would they think the best player of all time is, and why is it Olivier Giroud? Thanks so much.
And why is it Olivier Giroud? So he's just giving me the answer, yeah? Asking the question and telling me what to say. We've got a fan asking, who's got the best goal reel of all time, pretty much. Chat, let me know if I'm interpreting that question correctly. Olivier Giroud? I was just brought to my wit's end by that interview, right? And now I have to hear a ridiculous take like that. That doesn't even make sense. It's Andy Townsend. Andros Townsend does have a good goal reel. But like Olivier Giroud. See, I'm not going to lie, chat. That's not the first time I watched that take. And I thought to myself, like, where is this guy even coming from? Olivier Giroud. So I pulled up this video. I thought maybe we can watch it together. I guess this guy isn't alone, right? Because if you look, somebody posted a video on YouTube saying Olivier Giroud better than Pele. So I guess there are a lot of Giroud stands out there. Let's just watch this video, man. And I don't know. Let's try to see at least where he's coming from. All right? Let's just try to see where he's coming from. I don't even know what's going on right now. Bro, what the hell? What the hell? Chat, what am I watching right now? Chat, should I keep going or should I click off this video? Let me know real quick. Should I click off? This is an Olivier Giroud goal reel. What the hell?
For me, he's the best player in the world, and by a distance.
What?
I don't know if we will see another player.
Click off for Andy Townsend mixtape, but we gotta watch this video, man. The guy was nice enough to send in a fan take, right? We really appreciate that. I'm just trying to see where he's coming from. Because Olivier Giroud, best goal reel of all time? Really? Really? Does anybody believe that?
The things that he does.
Let's watch this video, man.
What he does for the team is incredible. Nobody's living up to that at the moment.
This guy's the best player in the world at the moment. There is no doubt about that.
He's an unbelievable player.
Oh, look who it is.
It's Giroud!
What the hell?
Utterly magnificent. Giroud! It's Olivier Giroud! Oh my goodness me! What a fantastic goal by the Frenchman!
Yo, is Giroud good?
I mean, he's amazing. He's a really nice person. And that's without talking about his talent on the field.
What?
You know, that technique to do that with your left foot from the edge of the box, piece of magic really, and you know, what a top class footballer.
It's another Monday night. Ozil finds Giroud.
Oh my God, what a finish.
It's just the goals that he scored, the way he scored them, the power, his finishing also was outstanding.
The best male player.
The winner is Olivier Giroud.
No, that didn't happen.
And
I
also would like to dedicate this trophy to my dad.
Respect, respect. Shout out, Dad. What?
Olivier Giroud for Arsenal. They've turned it around in the Emirates.
Alexis Sanchez. Nice ball in. Giroud, can he finish it? Yes, he can.
I've never even seen that goal, chat.
Tremendous finish from Olivier
I've never
Giroud.
seen that goal in my life. I can't believe what I'm watching.
Finds Walcott. Walcott to Wilshere. Back towards Walcott.
What?
Brilliant. What a fantastic goal by
Look at this goal,
Arsenal.
chat. How he leans back. It's like a bicycle, but not really. No.
Good effort. What a goal by Olivier Giroud. David De Gea cannot believe it. What a strike.
Greatest signing that Arsenal's ever made. I mean, he's one of the greatest players in the world. He's just amazing.
I can't change that I'm gorgeous.
It's what he does is unheard of. I mean, I don't know if you will see that ever again.
What the hell did I just watch? Chad, I gotta apologize. Chad, I gotta apologize. I called the person who submitted that take crazy. Dude, come on the show, because you know ball. What the hell? Sorry, my phone's blowing up. What? Yo, what? Yo, what? How'd that get there? Why is my background Olivier Giroud? I swear I didn't make it that. Nuts. Nuts. Guys, for the first time in Ball Watchers history, I have to agree with a hot take. Thank you for submitting. Olivier Giroud indeed has the greatest goal reel of all time, and I agree with that video. If you showed somebody who knows nothing about football that goal reel, they would think he's the GOAT. So thank you so much for submitting that take. We got one more fan take here, guys. We got one more fan take. Damn. Yeah, you got me there. Insane goal reel. Scenes, man. Olivier Giroud's a legend for that. All right. Next fan take, guys. This is a long one, so bear with me, all right? Maybe you guys saw my clip that I posted a few days ago now, where I said Mohamed Salah is not a GOAT, because we got a chatter during one of the live streams who said he's a top 10 player of all time. Jarzinho real better. Messi is better, you dummy. Honestly, Olivier Giroud GOAT. Olivier Giroud GOAT. But let's get to this take. Let's get to this one. So I had a clip, because we had a chatter, I think, during the Liverpool-Real Madrid game, who said that Mohamed Salah is a top 10 player of all time. I said that's insane, clipped that up, posted it, got mixed reviews, okay? Here's one of the reviews we got. To be fair, if we're talking about overall influence, after the guy's first season, referring to Mohamed Salah, in Liverpool, anti-Muslim tweets from Liverpool fans went down by 54%, and you've got more than 110 million people from Egypt automatically being inspired by him, sports-wise, especially after scoring the penalty to take them to their first World Cup in 28 years. Then you've got the Arab world, who see a player who, unlike all other Arabic or originally Arabic players, Mahrez, Zidane, Hakimi, Ziyech, Cherki, started in his country's domestic league and slowly started moving up the ranks and dealing with the hardships that come with it until he got to a world-class level in Liverpool at 25 years old. So top 10, not in my opinion, but I definitely believe that he has done enough in terms of football and influence and memorable moments to be a subjective top 10 or even top 5 for others. First and foremost, thank you so much for that comment, because 99% of the comments we get, right, are just absolutely slamming us. Usually me saying I don't know ball, etc., etc. This person actually put thought into what they said, which is so refreshing, right? So thank you first and foremost for that. And don't worry, I did ask them if it's okay to use their take on the show. They said it's totally fine. I don't believe there's really, when you say subjective top 10 or even top 5, I mean, at that point you're ranking something other than footballing ability. I said Salah wasn't top 10 all-time in footballing ability, which you seem to agree with, and I think that's just like the most obvious take ever. If you're saying he's top 10 in overall influence, maybe so, and I think you make an excellent case. Look how good of a case he makes. I almost forgot about this. He literally, look, was citing sources. My source for the statistic was from a Stanford University study. Literally the smartest audience member we have by far, right? So shout out to you. I didn't realize how insane Mohamed Salah's influence was, and the fact that he was able to bring racist tweets from Liverpool fans down by over 50% is honestly straight up heartwarming. So I give him a lot of credit for that, but unfortunately, and here's where I have to be harsh again, it doesn't make up for his shortcomings on the pitch, right? Influence might be crazy, but on the pitch, top 10, nowhere near. Someone actually on one of the videos said top 25 maybe. I'm not even sure he's top 25, right? All time? Guys, there have been a lot of good players. You know what I'm saying? Okay, guys. I think that does it for fan takes. That's pretty much all I wanted to get to today. I'll stick around for maybe another 10, 15 minutes. If y'all just want to shoot the breeze, feel free to ask whatever you want. But those are the topics I had planned for today. All right? So hopefully you enjoyed. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Now just be free time. Ask whatever questions you want, okay? We can go rapid fire. Thank you to the 2 people who submitted fan takes. And if you have a take of your own you'd like us to react to, please either email it to us. Email's in the description. You can message us on TikTok, whatever's easiest, right? But if it's good enough, we will respond to it in an episode. So please get on that if you have a hot take that you want to share. Okay? Sound good, guys? All right. Let's get some questions going. Boy, why bring Cherki's name into it? Have you seen the practice goal? Oh my God. That's the thing, man. The epitome of a TikTok baller. That one clip bought him so many fans. And most of those fans have never actually watched him play a match, right? But the goal he scored against Dortmund was nice, but the defending was atrocious, right? Like they were practically handing that to him. Guys, I'm going to stick around for another 10 or 15 minutes, okay? Ask whatever questions you want. Literally about, and it doesn't even have to be football related. But those are all the topics I had planned for today. So thank you all for tuning in. Really appreciate that. Got to react to that Ronaldo interview. Didn't watch anywhere close to the whole thing. I don't think I physically could, right? I think my head might explode. Genuinely. We had some great takes. We reacted to Giroud goals as well. What a goal reel that guy has. My goodness. The scorpion kick? Get out of here. Streets won't forget Eze at Crystal Palace. Yeah. Chat, yes or no? Arsenal plays decent as a unit, right? I guess statistically they're the best defense in Europe. Whether I would call them that is kind of a different question entirely. They're certainly up there, right? So you got to give Arteta at least a little bit of credit for that. But like, chat, yes or no? Hansi Flick brings the best out of players. Mikel Arteta doesn't, right? Just remember what happened with Raheem Sterling. These guys go to Arsenal and their careers are officially dead. They're the football equivalent of like the Pistons in the NBA. Ronaldo is still better than the racism HGH using dwarf, referring to Messi. Look, there is a lot of racism in that Argentine squad. No question about it. Like, it's a pretty racist place. I mean, a lot of those people. Why do you think there's so many ethnic Italians and Germans in Argentina, right? They're like ex-fascists and they migrated over there. So the place, there's certainly a lot of, the racismo gene is swirling around, is what I'm trying to say. But is there any proof that Messi's racist? Chat, let me know if there's any direct proof that Messi is himself a racist, okay? Because I'll take off this jersey too, right? Honestly, after that goal reel, and it doesn't look like, seems like Giroud's a decent enough guy, maybe I should just wear his kit all the time. Maybe that's the next cop. Next cop might be a Giroud kit. Anything else, guys? Anything else, or should we wrap it up? You let me know. Yeah, Google Drent Messi, buddy. Okay. I mean, we got time to kill. Barcelona dismissed claim Messi called Drent. Oh, shoot. Is this video going to get taken down? Messi called him an N-word. Ex-Real Madrid player claims he was racially abused by Lionel Messi. Oh, God. Chat, do I have to take this kid off? What? I'm not even seeing it in here. In a game when I was at Hercules against Barcelona, Messi called me a expletive. Then he told me that the Argentine players among them... What? Barcelona dismissed the claim. But I don't know, Drent claimed it happened. Can we see a Jonjo Shelvey goal? Yeah, why not? Well, he only scored 10 goals, period, it looks like. I'm trying to see like an absolute... Here we go. I don't know. I'm trying to find a good goal. Here we go. Stunning volley. This is Jonjo Shelvey, chat.
Shelvey is waiting. Shelvey all alone. And Shelvey driving one. First blood to Newcastle. And how? Shelvey is waiting. Shelvey all alone. And Shelvey driving one.
All right, it's pretty good. Pretty good Jonjo Shelvey goal. Jonjo Shelvey did have some screamers. He definitely did. Not going to lie, fire goal. Yeah, that was kind of insane. I wasn't expecting that. Could Busquets do that? No chance. What? Busquets wouldn't even shoot from there. He really wouldn't. That's one of my least favorite things is when players are like a little too aware of their limits. Like if you're open at the top of the box, you should be ripping a shot. I don't care who you are. But there are some players who genuinely won't. Like they'll hesitate and try to pass out of it. That's bad. Like you're a little too Draymond Green at that point. You're a little too like just play your role. Like at the end of the day, you're a professional athlete. You have scored goals in the past, even if not at the highest level, right? So just let it rip. Let it rip. Like have just that bare minimum amount of confidence in your abilities. That stuff gets under my skin so much. Worse than tactical fouls even. Like you're literally one of the best footballers in the world. Just shoot. You're 18 yards away, right? Just shoot. Okay, guys, couple more minutes here. Anything else for me? Anything else for me? Let me know, chat. Let me know if you've got anything else for me. Oh, I should mention, tomorrow, City Liverpool, 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time, in case you're not in the Eastern Time Zone. I'm going to be doing a live watch-along for that match as well. Really looking forward to it. If you had to press me for a prediction right now, ooh, that's a little tough on the spot. Honestly, I loved what I was seeing from Manchester City, but I also feel like Liverpool has their number. Both teams coming off of wins. And as well as Manchester City played, Liverpool might have gained even more confidence from their win because it was against Real Madrid. So I'm going to go with, I could easily see a draw, and I'll be rooting for City, don't get me wrong. I'm going to say a tight Liverpool win. I'm going to say 2-1. Am I no longer a Ronaldo fan? I'm going to have to sleep on it. Honestly, ask me that question at the watch-along tomorrow. I can't even tell you right now. Might be busy, not going to lie, but I'll try to tap in. Okay, Steph. Yeah, hoping to have a lot of people in attendance for that. It's a big match. Big match. Obviously, Liverpool slid a bit down the table, but it's hard to say, especially after their form last season, that they're completely out of it yet. So definitely some heavy league implications for this match tomorrow. And, Liverpool, Man City, it's always exciting. Always exciting. Okay, guys, I think I'm going to call it there. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode. I apologize. I know we kind of blindsided you. Very different format this time. Like I said, Jude unfortunately had to tend to some personal matters, which, we all will totally understand and support him in that. Slot next to be sacked, I highly doubt that. Especially with how some of these bottom of the table clubs are looking. But yeah, we're going to be back at you guys next week, hopefully in the normal format. But thank you guys for accommodating us this time around. Like I said, I'm going to be live tomorrow. Really looking forward to that. Thank you again for blowing up the chat. You guys carried the stream once again, and I look